Well, hello everyone. Happy Monday. I hope this day finds you well. Welcome to Lisa Horton Crafts. I'm Sheryl and I will be sharing a easy last minute uh, holiday card for you using some of Lisa's products. So for today, I have the um, several products from her essential holiday collection that she did for Spellbinders. And the first thing I have is the essential tag accessories. I used this die last week on the card, but today I'm going to use this bow and the sentiment merry and bright. And then, hi Jean, how are you? Hi Nancy, hi Valerie, hi everybody. And then I'm going to be using the smallest die of the rectangle die from the nested tree frame die set. And then we're going to do a little bit of hot foiling using this holiday background panel plate from the holiday background panels. And I'm going to be using the curvy rectangles. And then the other product that I'm using is some of Lisa's, oops, I knocked my camera there. Uh-oh, trying to get that straight. I don't know what it did. Okay, and then I'm going to be using some of her premium linen textured cardstock. I'm using the lemon drizzle because the person I made this card for really likes yellow. And even though it's not a traditional Christmas color, I'm still going to use it just for her. So those are the products that I'm using. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Hi, Lorraine. Good to have you here. Thank you all for joining. And I'm also, since we're doing hot foiling, I'm going to be using some Spellbinders glimmer foil, and this is the matte gold. So let's go ahead and I'll bring my, well, let me bring in the, this is the plate that I'm using from the collection holiday background panel. So I'm going to be using this panel, and then I'm going to show you how later I'll show you how to use the negative from this panel that I'm going to eventually cut. So I'm going to put this upside down because I want to put this in the center of my paper, and I'll flip that over, and then I've already cut a piece of foil. And when you're doing the hot foiling, as you probably know, but in case not, you always want the shiny side of the foil to be against the plate. So, and I always manage to flick this the wrong way here. So let's see. Just put that underneath. I just want to make sure I get all of my stars onto the foil. So there we go. And I'll bring in my glimmer hot foil machine so you can watch what I'm doing. Let me pull this cord just a little bit so I can get it in camera. Okay, there we go. And so my platform, you can see from the lights, this is a power button. This one says platform is ready. So it's ready for me to put it on to the hot foil machine. And you always put your piece with the flat side down. So we're doing that. And we'll just set the timer to go. And when that timer is all set and ready for us to do our foiling, we'll use the other two plates. There's this green heat resistant plate and a regular plastic plate that goes with this set, and we will use that. And let's see, what else do we need to make sure we do? I think that's pretty much it. Hi, Nancy. Oh, I'm glad you you got the better press and the hot foil. You're going to love them both. And the Lisa's Holiday Essential Collection has lots and lots of products that you can use with both of those systems. Her plates are, you can press with them and you can hot foil with them. And I love that. And they will hot foil beautifully, as you'll see here in just a second. So our timer button has stopped flickering, so it's ready. And I'm just going to put my plates down there and pull this out. And I'm going to put it into my die cut and emboss machine. And I'll bring this back out. And I'll move this out of the way because I've got more hot foiling that's part of this project, but I've done that ahead of time. But I did want to at least foil one piece for those who may not have seen hot foiling before. So we'll just lift this off. This plate is hot, but it's not, there we go. And where's my, it comes with this handy little tool to hold that plate there. So I'm just going to move this over out of the way, and then I'll reveal my foiled, and it's gold on the yellow, so it might be a little hard to see, but it's just really shiny and beautiful. So the next thing I want to do is take the dies from the Curvy Rectangles, and I want to use the smallest die, the smallest rectangle, this one. These are the dies, and I want to take this littlest one here, not this, not the center panel, but this one. That'll create a nice little rectangle frame. And as you'll see, we're not going to get all of the edges, but we'll get most of them. And I'll just use a little bit of tape to hold that in place. And I want to get it as straight as I can. Okay. And then I'll run this through and die cut it. And we'll have the piece that we need to make our card. I'll be off camera for just a second here. I hope everybody is getting close to Christmas. This is actually a card that I made already and sent off to my friend, but I figured let's go ahead and share this with the group today. Okay, so there's our rectangle piece, and let me put this back on the little panel before I lose it. I'm really a master at losing dies and never leaving the room. So if you haven't acquired that skill, I have it. I'm always losing my things. So I try to put them away. Okay, so now we have this piece, and I've already done some homework. And let me show you what our card is before I start putting it together. So this is today's project, and as you can see, I used the Curvy Rectangles and then our hot foiled piece, and then I went ahead and hot foiled the bow and the sentiment, and then I took the smallest die from the what's it called? The nested tree frame. So I used the side of this frame to cut that sentiment down and make it the size that I wanted. So I've got my homework is done. ahead of time. And these are the pieces, so we'll put these together. But before I do that, I wanted to remind you, or show you, I guess, don't, if you choose to do this card or anything like it, keep this piece, because you can use that on a card front. So I've got the tape on it. I won't, well, I can pull part of it off, but just pull that. If you use tape, pull that off. And then you can use this on the card front. And I'll show you a card that I made using this leftover piece. I just trimmed it down to an A6 size, and then I made a second card. So I will take this tape off and show you what I'm talking about, because I want to keep this for my, I'm going to make another card, and I might make it a birthday card. I don't know, but keep this panel. You can trim that down. And here is the trimmed down panel. So this is I used from that same paper pack the black paper, and I took a piece of heat resistant acetate, and I foiled using that matte gold again onto using in the same die and the same foil, and I foiled it onto that heat resistant acetate. Then I glued the acetate and the black piece of cardstock to the back of this panel that I had cut down to an A6 size. And then I used that very same sentiment. I die cut 2 bows, and then put, I used, this is just twine that you can get at the craft store, and I just put a few of those across there. And that is a way that you can use this piece that you have left over. I try to use up all my scraps whenever possible. So that's one of the ways that you can use those scraps. So let's go ahead and finish up today's card. Very simple. I've already gone ahead, starting with the largest rectangle. I used the lemon drop. Is that what it's called? No, lemon drizzle. The lemon drizzle paper, a white cardstock, and some matte gold cardstock. And then we're just going to layer these all together to create our project. And I'm adding this to a card base that is 4.5 by 6.5. So I just thought I liked that better than having so much white around my card. And I will just, you know what? I think I'm going to use glue. I was going to use my tape, but I think, Nancy, I got the heat resistant acetate off of Amazon. It's just I don't know. It doesn't have a brand, and it comes up. Let me see if I can find my packet. Yeah, here it is. It comes in a little packet like that, and I just typed in heat resistant acetate, and you'll get several options, and I chose the one that that has that heat resistant property to it. You don't want to do that with regular acetate, of course. Let's see. I think I'll go ahead and put my glue on this one. And I'll just go ahead and adhere these onto the card front as I go. And I'm going to do this landscape. So just put it on there and wiggle it around till we think we've got it straight. And do that for every layer. Oh, you're welcome, Nancy. And this one I like because it's very quick and easy. And these dies are beautiful. I hope you have them in your craft stash, because you'll get tons of use out of them. And you can use one, you can use two or three, or you can use all four like I'm doing for this card. You get to choose. So it's very, very easy. And the foiling is quick, as you saw. Oops, I got runaway glue. And so this is a really quick and easy card. You can use this same design for any event. It could be birthday or a wedding, thank you, just about anything. Just change that sentiment out. Okay. And then I'll just put the sentiment down. And as I was showing you, you can see the cut lines where I moved that die to cut it to the size that I needed. Since the original die is bigger, you can use any die and do that. And we'll put this down right there in the center. Boy, it's really raining here. Very, very, very heavily. And then I'm going to add some, I'm going to add a couple of foam dots, foam squares. I need the little ones. Here we go. I'll add a couple foam squares to the back of my card, or not my card, to the back of my bow, and put those on there. And I like these background panels because even though they're made for Christmas, you can use them for any time you're sending a winter type card, because it works. Especially the one that looks like snow. If you've got someone that has a winter birthday, you can foil that one and put a happy birthday sentiment on there. Get all this stuff, these little pieces out of the way here. Put my cap back on my glue. Okay. And then I think when we put this on, we'll be done. Now you could add, let's see, I want to put this just right up there. I moved my sentiment over just a little on this one. But there you go. There's a really easy and elegant holiday card that you can make for any occasion, and a card that you can use your scraps with. So I thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you enjoyed our projects today. Be sure to share your makes on Lisa's website on Facebook, and check out Claire tomorrow. She'll be live showing us another fabulous card. So thank you so much for joining. You have a fantastic week. And I won't be live next week because of the holiday, but I'll be back on December 30th. So I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.